Hi, everyone. This is the 22nd, 23rd day of the retreat. We finished the retreat on the 21st. So this is the post-retreat. We are hanging out. We're kind of chilling, debriefing of all the lessons they've gone through. So we are going to be talking with many of the students who are staying back, and maybe we explore some subject.
It's like a live podcast episode.
It's like a live podcast. Okay.
Okay, so I'll start off with the first question. You call the retreat Uncaused celebration. What does that mean?
I'm saying you are uncaused. You don't need a reason. A child plays for playing's sake. Somehow reason has overtaken us. And by reason, we have become very cunning. We do everything for a reason. We have a backdoor motive. We lost our innocence. But I also say, in this world, it's very hard to live with innocence. Innocent people get hurt. I'm saying we have to get smart. We have to deal with this world the way it is, but not at the cost of my innocence. Uncaused means I love you for no reason at all. I do the work that is spontaneously happening to me. I think uncaused is you being healthy, you being restored. No child was born to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, to be rich. Those are the things that came afterward. A child came to live, to exist. And part of the existing, it might become a doctor, a lawyer. We have lost our innocence. We have lost, some of the masters will say, the no mind state, just for the joy of it, which has become impossible. So that's what is uncaused. But I end with this. When you touch the uncaused, for no reason your life unfolds. It's like this, if I elaborate. If somebody loves you, you need a reason. Why do you love that person? If somebody becomes successful, it is limited to reason and ability. Uncaused is my life exploded. I don't even know why. It's almost like the Instagram or something explodes. You can't say it's because this, that, and the other. Maybe there's a hidden algorithm. I don't know. Go ahead.
Would you say like having a reason, like it feels good, is too much of a reason?
It feels good is enough reason. By right, that should be the reason. It feels good, it feels right. But what feels good is what is right. When it's right, you feel good. But if you feel good without being right, that has to be questioned.
So it can be like, oh, I'm trying to get abs, but that ice cream sandwich is going to feel real good. Like, that's not quite right in terms of what I'm seeking.
Most probably, why do you want the six-pack in the first place? Would be to give a reason for somebody to love you or to stand out. Uncaused is this way, I'll explain this way. When I was 6 years old, I had to go live with my grandmother for a year. When I came back, I was walking into the house, and I only remembered this years and years later when I came to certain attainment. For no reason, I exploded into this, I don't know what you want to call it, ecstasy or whatever. And what was that? It has no correlation. Like they say, almost every evolution is reduced to reason, but they cannot tell the first organism what is the reason. Uncaused is the truth of God, if you're religious. God must be uncaused. If somebody will say, if we were created by God, then who created God? Eventually, science will say, there is no real reason. It happens spontaneously.
But it seems like an impossible thing to seek. How do you seek meaning?
No, you can't seek it. You stumble upon it. If you allow yourself to stumble upon it, suddenly you wake up to realize, my God, I like golf.
And how do you do that?
That which is the part of you that is not the result of doing. That which is a part of you that is not the result of doing, that which was there always. Like say you become a doctor, that's part of doing. You got a degree, part of doing. You became rich, part of doing. There is a part of you, like you. What I saw you as a baby is still there. You're a grown woman now, you're doing all kinds of things, but we can see that essence of the child that we brought home. I think we made a mistake. We took other children.
Considering I'm your carbon copy, I find it hard to believe. Well, I have an example and tell me if this is right. When I started college, I saw this girl walk by and I thought, oh, I think that girl can be my friend. Never saw her again, just sort of forgot about her, got on with my life. And the next semester, I'm standing outside my class and she walks by me and I'm like, okay. And I walk into class and I see her sit down and I'm like, oh, hi, my name's Apshi. What's your name? And she says, my name is Shavina. And I didn't do anything to make that happen. She just happened to be there. But when she was there, I was like, I'm going to say hi to this person. Would you say that's an example of that?
Uncaused is the mystery. Uncaused is beyond karma. If I go religious, I will say karma is causal. So if karma is causal, suffering is causal, bliss must be uncaused. You see, we got so addicted to causal. Somebody takes drug, they feel happy or whatever they feel. I eat chocolate. By that, my uncaused, you are a spontaneous happening. And it's very difficult. I'm saying your life, like now all the rich fellow will say, I did this, I did that. No, they're lying. Life happened, you happen to be part of life. They take credit for some things. There might be something they did. I'm not saying that. You cannot reduce life for happening. It's like this. If Appa became whatever I became, you think it's only my doing? It also happened. If you happen and your mother happened, is it only my doing or it's also, I don't know why it happened? So I'm saying the reduction to doing is egocentric. It's I-based.
So it's sort of experiencing up until that point, okay, I need to do that. Is that what you mean?
No, I don't understand.
Like you just sort of experience and let things happen, but then at what point do you go into action?
The uncaused is the action. We must understand the action by causal has an end. Uncausal has no end. Is there anything you will do for no reason at all and continue doing? That is the authentic you. But if you do something for a reason, when the reason is done, it ends. So uncaused is my bliss. Uncaused is my joy. Uncaused is my love.
But do you think anybody lives like that?
I do. My result of my life is not causal. It's not because I studied or I did this or I meditated. It was a spontaneous, natural happening. I like this guy who's an enlightened man. His name is U.G. Krishnamurti. He says enlightenment is uncaused. When Buddha says no self, that means there is no doer. When there is no doer, then there is no doing. There must be spontaneous happening. Hang on. Let me see whether I can explain this. If I am happy because, the because is the master of my happiness. I am causal. I'm asking, can I love for no reason at all? Can I love? I don't even know why I love. I am. It's a little bit difficult to understand.
Like when I'm talking about the example with my friend, right? Would you say that's an example of what you're speaking about?
Yeah. And she's a beautiful girl. I like her. Like, uncaused. And did you become this by causal or it's uncaused? You are you, uncaused. Maybe we messed you up or we did that, but you are you. Is it a causal? You see the problem, hang on. The problem is we want a reason, and once we find the reason, we can manipulate the reason, and people are taking credit for things they shouldn't. They cannot take credit. Life happened. Why? Who the hell knows? Because you need a reason. Again, then you are a sick person. You only do things for a reason. You have a friend for a reason. You got married for a reason. You are working for a reason. Isn't there something more than a reason in your life? Then you are accusing life as a utility or using. Hang on, let me finish. It's rather scary if it's uncaused, It's terrifying. Because you want to have a reason, you want to have a whole. Go for it.
No, I mean, in terms of like friendship, right? You love your friends because you love them. You have no reason to. There's literally nothing you get out of it. I mean, you get to do things with someone, but that's it.
No, the reason you give is just a justification. The real reason is there's no reason.
Yeah.
Then you are. Hear me, eh? You are when you are for no reason at all. If there is a reason, there is a mind, you are cunning.
So do you think like as a society, we are like pushed to have goals and visions of our life and ourselves when we could just be existing and
Yeah.
being happy and
Agreed. You know what they push you to do? They want you to do what they want to do. They are manipulating you. They give you an idea of I. Somebody want to claim they made you happy, they made you sad. This is power structure. I'm not denying there is a part of doing. Even that doing is uncaused.
okay, I'm hogging the questions. Anybody got a question?
So, in the concept of uncaused celebration, if I live in an environment that's not sustainable for uncaused celebration, let's say an environment where maybe I'm surrounded by people who are narcissists or just toxic, who would choose toxicity, how is it that I could achieve and reach uncaused celebration?
See, what has to be understood, Paul? They'll only keep you if there's a reason. If there's no reason, they get rid of you. That's it. Hear this carefully. As long as you have a reason for me, I'll keep you. If there's no reason, I get rid of you. So being in that environment, it denies you. You are not just here for my reason. I'm not just here for your reason. You are, I am. And by that, the most beautiful truth of we are happens. So you're asking, in that environment, how? Get out of that environment. Remember the people who loved you for no reason at all. Even though they will beautify the reason. They beautify the reason and they make you are the world's beauty. It's a reason. But let me ask this. If anybody does anything to you for a reason, can you ever feel loved? Can you ever feel seen? Long time ago, I was in Singapore, Paul, maybe 25, 28 years ago. I was talking on the radio and somebody asked, what is meditation? I remember I gave an answer that I liked. I said, go do something for no reason at all. They couldn't conceive it. Go for a walk. You're not walking to lose weight. You're not walking to achieve this. You're just walking. And they couldn't grasp it. You love somebody. If there is a reason you don't love, she's beautiful, unless you make that shit up. How can we meet when we are reduced for a reason? And Paul is saying very beautifully, the narcissistic, the egoistical people will keep you only for a reason, or find a reason to keep you, or find a reason to get rid of you. And by that, they are denying you. And that's evil. That is evil. And the world is being choked by reason, It's like this, Paul. I have, just recently something happened. I have a company, I do music, and my accountant couldn't understand why did I produce that music. And Shalini gave him an answer. Because the music director is getting married, he needed money. So I said, produce for me 4 albums. I don't know, 100,000 ringgit or something. I don't know how much we paid him. That music has not been sold, has been kept on the shelf. He can't get it. Then why did you do it? I gave the boy some business. He needed the business. I don't want to give him charity. Here's the money, but they cannot understand that. Why? It's my boy. So boy, I wish well. Well, the music is there. Someday we might do something with it. There's something in your question. I see whether I can penetrate, My existence does not need a reason. The very existence itself is enough reason. And what we do, the powerful person tells us whether we are valuable or not. And I tell you, the world is dying in this. Your mother loves you whether you are smart or stupid. Your father will take care of you for no reason at all. So if that is the truth, you live with narcissistic people, you are denying the existence of love. And if you deny the existence of love, you're not going to be healthy. Your brain is going to be hurt.
So in this follow-up question, what if I live in this environment? How do I discover this uncaused celebration? Is it how if I grew up in an environment where there's no uncaused celebration, as an example, and I wasn't doing it for the sake of doing, it was all preconceived or predetermined? How do I as an individual find my uncaused celebration?
My honest answer is I don't know, Paul. We struggle, Paul. We recreate. You see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create colonies around the world, communities around the world, independent of me, that will hold this truth, that I know I'll take care of you when you're old and you can't function, and I don't need a reason. I'm trying to spread that idea. Yes, I will go from here for a reason, I'll buy this for a reason, but I'm not only for a reason, sir. I want to tell my daughter, I will love you whether you are top of the world. Doesn't matter, I loved you from day one. I don't need a reason. I don't even need a reason that you are my daughter. I love you, my responsibility. Why? How would I say for a reason? I think it cancels everything, It cancels love, it cancels truth, it cancels God, it cancels beauty. It will lead you to psychosis. Why are you going to the gym to get the six-pack? Why are the women want to look so beautiful? Why? You are trying to give the person a reason to pick you. By that we are saying we don't have faith in humanity, we don't have faith in love. I tell you what is meditation, When you transcend reason, that is the no mind. When I acknowledge you as you, I do not reduce you only for my reason or see you only for the functionality. I see something more in you. That is Shavina. If you met Shavina, you guys are friends for no reason. Yes, now there is a lot of benefit in being friends, that you have somebody you can talk to, but that's not. I think I'll reduce to this, Paula. Is there, am I put here for a purpose? Am I here just a worker bee? My discovery, Paul, something happened. In the East, they call it enlightenment. Yes, it happened to me. For no reason at all, not because I'm special. I don't know why it happened. It happened. Something happened. And I'm saying if you allow it, it's going to happen to you. It didn't make me special. It made what is special about human being. It can happen despite. Let me go in this direction. You might be unintelligent. You say, I'm unintelligent. Because of that, this will happen. I'm untalented. Because of that, this won't happen. That is not true. Life happens to you despite you. If you are open to it, if not, you limit you to the rational the idiots have created. Again, if I use the concept of God, if you believe in God, as you are should not be the limitation of your life. Right now, what has happened is they gave you a rationale. All these people dictate the rationale based on the reason this you will get. And we subscribe to it. By that, we didn't allow the natural happening. We choked. Uncaused celebration is, hey, anything is possible. A fishing village boy can do this, that, and the other. It is almost like the result of my life is not only the attribute to me, the attribute I have, and that attribute I have is the reason they give me. I am more than my reason. There are mysteries about me that is unknown. So, this way, Paula, these narcissistic people valued you only to their function and reduce you to that. By that, deny the more of you. You understand? So, the more of you, in order to access, I must use the word uncaused. You understand? It's just a word, uncaused, because you are caught in the world of causal. It's like the beautiful girl will get the beautiful boy. Why a beautiful boy will not fall in love with a girl that is not that beautiful? I'm saying you are segregating. By that possibility, a leap in your own evolution is blocked by you, by the judgment you placed on you, based on the reason provided by another to place you only to their benefit. I think your word is the driller.
Let's go to another question.
Okay.
So, my last question, Upsi, is uncaused love the same as uncaused celebration?
Actually, uncaused celebration is uncaused love. You love humanity for no reason. If you are allowed, you don't want to love them, Paul. They are such a nuisance. I think you are upset. They are hurting each other. But you are here. There's nothing in it for you. You're not going to get anything out of it. You are uncaused. But sometimes when we subscribe to that idea, we ourselves get frustrated. This story would be good. I've told this story many times. A rishi was crossing a river. A scorpion was drowning. He's attempting to save it with his hand. The scorpion stung him. A passerby said, "Are you an idiot? Don't you know the scorpion will sting?" He took out his cap, lifted the scorpion, threw it to the shore. He said, "Don't you know I will always save?" It's so dharma. Your nature is uncaused. You are not a causal. You are doing this, that, and the other not for a reason. You are loving for no reason at all. Is the truth I stand by. I know they will call me a fool. Call me whatever you want. If you call me a fool, you want to reduce people to reason. You married that woman or a man for a reason. There are words for that, which I don't want to use.
Next question.
Master, if I'm a complete beginner and I have no idea how to live in uncaused celebration, how would I begin and where would I start?
Your instinct to give, if you ever have an instinct to give, it's right. You're walking past by, you see a dog, you have a cookie. You have no reason to feed the dog. That instinct is right. I'm saying begin there. You want to give your mother a call, no reason. I just called to say hi. Start there. You feel like humming a song in the bathroom when you're having a shower. Start there. When you feel like protesting for a wrong in the world that has not affected you, own that. She's asking, where do I begin? Don't deny the part of you that doesn't need to receive anything to do what it needs to do. You don't have to have a reason to be happy and to show the happy as a smile to another just for the sake. I tell you, I was in your country. I stayed in a place called Tushgotong. Every morning I go down, there's this old lady who will walk past by with a stick, walking stick, I think it's a snow stick or something. And across the road, I'll say, "Good morning." In the beginning, she didn't even hear me. Next day, "Good morning." She will turn and she's like, "Why is he talking to me?" Slowly, she was expecting me to say good morning, and she will not smile. It took a while, and finally she smiled. "Good morning." She mumbled something. I don't know. She told me, "Go mess yourself, moron," or "Go moron," or something, she said. I was kind of offended. What kind of country is that? That you need a reason. The person is asking me like, "Why are you talking to me?" Because you're there. It's like, I think Geeta said, once she went and asked, can you help me to carry that? The person was like, wow, why are you asking me? I'm like, I don't have a need to say good morning to that old lady. She just reminded me of my grandmother, but my grandmother was kinder. If you say good morning to my grandmother, she'll cross the road, come and make you breakfast and probably adopt you. She was rather shocked. I don't know whether she thought I'm going to rob her or what. What's happening? Are you mere a citizen for functionality, sir? Are you a citizen to pay? Is the woman be nice for no reason? You have it. I think you really have it. And you are stuck in a world that is asking for a reason, accusing you of being cunning, telling you to be smart, telling you to sneakily gain something. In the East, the beauty of a woman is never traded. It is offered to the person they love willingly. You ask a beautiful question, where do you start? Recognize that part of you. We have a cat at home. His name is Mr. Jacques, his French cat. We don't have a rat for him to catch. We don't have anything for him to catch. He's running around. We are taking care of him. Oh, why? You'll tell a reason. Oh, because I feel like I want to have a cat. No. It really does not make sense in the business world, but it makes sense in the spiritual world. You're just happy to play with that fellow. You're happy he's around. So you ask where to begin. Define yourself rightly. You do business, but you are not the business. You sell things, you are not on sale. You trade, but you are not trading you. There's a difference. A wife takes money from the husband. But if she takes money to be a wife, there's another meaning to it. I'm saying even though we are dopamine driven, reward driven, I'm saying despite that, maybe you don't believe it. And that's the sorrow we must end. Uncaused, I'm saying you are uncaused. Now hear this, the principle. If you're uncaused, then uncausally things can happen to you. You become amazed. Now they say if you have a degree, you have this, you have that, then you become this. Not true. They know people who go to Harvard or MIT and all that. The percentage that make it is so small. It's almost irrelevant. Do you know the day kindness disappears from this earth, we all will have a global suicide? I'm saying there are people who will do things for doing sake because they love. I do.
I actually have a follow-up question.
Go for it.
Is I love you enough of a reason, or I love it?
I am love.
Like with Jack, the reason we take care of him is because we love him. That's it.
No, you're saying I love him. You're using wrong language. The love needed an excuse. And Jack is a beautiful excuse. I need an excuse to exhaust my energy, sir. Dr. Ravi became a doctor. Why? Not only to feed his family. He needs somewhere to exhaust his energy. So can I say, a bit poetically, we are love, birthed, exhausting our love. That's enough to live our life.
Who's next?
A big part of the retreat was the restoration process, coming back to ourselves. Can Master talk a bit about what it means to be restored?
You have been not allowed to be you. You have been reduced. If I follow this train of thought, You have been reduced to a reason. You are judging you based on your education, based on your look, based on how the world sees you, based on how important you are. You are you, you know. The rest does not matter. That's functionality. It is to take you away from the assault. We measure people, you know. We measure people. And that has made you, that has abused you, trapped you. When you look in the mirror, what you recognize as you is what they allow you to recognize based on that value. You know what is when are you restored? Have you seen a child? I have not seen a single child that is not afraid to eyeball me. You can look into my eyes straight. It will never look away unless you threaten it. They can see. Why is it adult we don't have that possibility? We have been judged, valued, placed. Who did that? The slave owner. Restoration is very simple. You are exploding. Have you seen how a child is exploding? It is not happy because of the toy. His happiness needs the toy as an excuse to exhaust it. I've bought children toys. They played with the box. They took out the toy. The box was more a toy than the toy itself. Hear me carefully. If there's only reason in this world, you are dead. Because that uncaused part of you has been killed. So what is restoring? Your joy, your celebration, your energy. Why do we make this world better when we will not live eternally? We don't need a reason. Why do I need to be nice to my neighbor? I don't need a reason. Because he's my neighbor, enough reason. Even asking me a reason is wrong. A child is about to fall down. I grab the child and save it from falling. Can somebody ask why? Why did you do that, sir? We have been abused, you know. When you look in the mirror, you are seeing the value the other placed on you based on that limitation you are seeing you. That is the madness. I introduced this a little bit. I share this in a meditative process. What is meditation? To break this image that the world has given you. For a monkey, its baby is beautiful. How come you are not beautiful? Humanity has been assaulted. Restoring your love, your light, your truth, your joy, your power to explode. You don't need a reason to give. If what happened to me I claim as enlightenment, it happened for no reason at all. Not even because I'm moral or I'm whatever, nothing. There was no reason, and I cannot take credit based on the self. Maybe because the self was not there, that's why it happened. Because I managed to dodge people limiting me to their functionality. Like if you take Dr. Ravi for instance, he's Dr. Ravi. He's Ravi, who happened to have a profession in the medical field. That's it. That's his functionality, but that's not the whole of him. That's a living being. I know this doctor. I want to mention, if you don't mind, Dr. Tamil Selvan. I think a man who saved my life many, many years ago. Beautiful human being. He's a cardiologist. I want to, maybe in this podcast, to say, just, I don't know, 18 years ago, 15 years ago, I till today want to say thank you, sir. He took care of me. He loved me. Many things he did for me for no reason at all. Call of beyond duty. And I don't think I've not seen him for years. Not for a reason, you know. Even though his profession is a cardiologist. Why? No, he did his job, but he did more than his job. He took care of me. He was a friend. Then that person is. So the recognition of you is the uncaused. And what the retreat is, I hope I restored your faith in humanity again. I hope I restored your faith in love again, in truth again, in life again, in miracle again. My life must be a quantum leap, not a reason. Because my reason limits me. I cannot be limited to a reason because my existence is magic. Magic defies logic. Logic is rules set by somebody who decided to see you in a particular way. So you might be asking, am I claiming I'm love? I'm claiming we are. That's all we are. There's nothing else. They said God will love you for a reason. That is not my God. He loves for no reason at all. Whether I'm right by it, there's a whole other question. Ken, Deborah? I don't know whether that helps, but
Let's go to another question.
okay.
Master's been talking about uncaused and also the word celebration. And I'm wondering if you could expand on celebration and its importance in our lives.
You see, if you do not jump out of bed, something is wrong. If your moment to moment is not a celebration, something is wrong. It's like this, if I can't walk 100 meters, I'm having difficulty breathing, I can't digest my food, something is wrong, isn't it? You go see a doctor and you fixed it. If you don't wake up with absolute energy for life, for love, something is wrong. Again, you asked the question, I missed the question.
It's about the importance of celebration.
Okay, sorry. I tell you, I cannot mention celebration without mentioning Osho, or previously known as Bhagavan Sri Rajneesh, with whom I got my sannyas, and that name Dhyan Vimal was given to me by him. He gave the world many things. He has a interesting past, if you know what I mean. But irrelevant to that, he gave us one thing: celebration. He reminded us we are a celebration, and the celebration doesn't need a reason. He had one thing: celebrate. He's the first person who brought that to humanity. It's part of our meditative process. Just celebrate for no reason at all. Right? And in the East, celebration is the Kundalini rising. Celebration is the Sahasrara opening. Celebration is the whole Tandava of Shiva. Shiva was dancing. That's celebration. Celebration is the dynamism. Celebration is the force of living. If you watch the universe, it's dynamic, it's not static. The earth is rotating 800, miles an hour. The moon is going around. It's going around the sun. Life with its 12 planets, right? 11, 12 planets. Plus 1, plus 2, doesn't matter. Do you understand what's happening? How come you became static? You created the ego. The ego is you only appreciated you for the reason given to you by another and the reason you invented. A child needs no reason to celebrate. Remember the word celebration, no other master can claim except Osho. That's why I'm mentioning it. No other master can claim it. He gave that to humanity. He said, celebrate. He used to call them celebrant. Here. Dance, celebrate, live. People misunderstood it. They think it's partying. They think it's something else. No, it is your true nature. So I give it to you this way. If you don't wake up from your bed celebrating, if you are not firing, something is wrong. Do you know Malaysia is a country of celebration? We have so many festivals we celebrate. From the Muslim Hari Raya to Deepavali to Chinese New Year, which is coming up, we are celebrating all the time. It's a festival. If you grow up in my hometown, there's so many festivals. What are the festivals? Reminding me who I am. But they want you not to celebrate because they want to control you. They want you to get a degree to be happy. I'm happy I went and got a degree, not to get a degree and be happy. I'm happy, that's why I got married. I didn't get married to be happy. For a moment, pause. What happened? They advertise, if you get the car, you'll be happy. Then they convince me I'm not happy. I'm just breaking that myth. That's all. There's nothing else. You are already that. You are already that. But I tell you, you yourself won't let you out because you want to be the source of somebody's happiness. You want to be the source of somebody's joy. You understand? The moment you are the source, you can trade with them. The problem is you cannot bribe a happy person, sir. You cannot barter love to a person who's already loved. My masters walked on the street as beggars, I have many gurus. I have Krishnamurti, Karura, Bogar, Siddhar. All of them are my gurus. I bow to their feet. They walked. They said, I don't need anything from you. I came complete. That's the revolution. I've not come here to take. I come here to give. I came here to exhaust this life force. What happened? Just because everybody does it doesn't make it real. The uncaused celebration is just your truth. That's all. There's nothing. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding a mirror for you to see you. The rest is a lie. The rest is a lie. The rest is insanity. The rest is cruelty. We have to establish the base, Emma Wewe. I am saying your base is celebration. What happened? Who stopped you? Paul's concept, which is one of the most brilliant concepts, rover, sitter, driller. The rover is celebrating, it doesn't need a reason to row. The driller hasn't found a reason to row. The sitter is confused. I think we're the only species that hurts its own kind. And I think it's because it's initiated by a few who are cruel, dark, ugly, who were probably made without ecstasy. That's the only scientific explanation I have.
Next question.
Could you maybe speak a little bit about, on the notes of distraction and hypnosis?
Wow. Distraction is when your celebration is destroyed. In order to avoid that pain of not being, you need to distract yourself. Our television, TV, everything is a distraction. What are you distracting from? From them taking this away from you, from them insulting you, from them telling me I was loved for a reason, that I need a reason to be loved. So you need to distract yourself. Hypnosis is what Hitler said, no? Truth is a lie repeated over and over again. You are being hypnotized by everybody. You are being brainwashed. You are being coerced. What are they doing? They're creating workers. I want to create emperors. They want you to be a servant. There's the movement. We have been trying to enslave our own species for thousands of years, and I think lately we are perfecting it. You are nothing but a commodity, you are nothing but to serve, sir. I would like to see government, sir, that really serves. Not use the people for its own agenda. Hypnosis is real. We have been hypnotized. Women have been hypnotized to be women based on some man's idea. Man has been hypnotized to be man based on some man's idea. Beyond that idea, you cannot exist. But the hypnosis cannot hold long, Humanity will wake up. Every master, every man who woke up, every man who did anything for no reason at all is breaking that hypnosis. That's why they will hurt them. We have been colonized by drillers. Now we have to recolonize it back by rovers. We will take care. Do you know how they demark when we became ape to human, when we buried our dead? When they found this bone of this lady, one of the oldest bone, and her hip joint was broken. You know what's a strange thing? She died many years after it healed. That means somebody took care of her when she couldn't function. So can I say the definition of human is beyond reason, I do. Her hip was broken. That means she couldn't do and take care of herself. Despite that, somebody took care of her. And that's the demarcation of human. Hypnosis is they say you don't love. Hypnosis, they say you are cruel. Hypnosis, they say you only do for a reason. Hypnosis is to say there is no prefrontal, there is only the limbic system. Hypnosis is to tell us humanity is ugly, so they can sell you locks, so you can be suspicious of your neighbor. You don't hear a good news channel. I would love to see CNN or any channel come up. Nothing bad happened in the world, everything is good, 8 million people got married and 6 million people had babies and all is good. Ladies and gentlemen, go have a cup of coffee, sit with your wife, good night. No, they won't do. They want to keep you frightened, worried. I speak of my masters, who gave their life for no reason at all, who did what they did for no reason at all. I bear testament. I don't know whether I am doing it. I bear witness to so many people. But those people are not seen. These idiotic business people, cunning people who take everybody's money, who destroy people's life, reduce people to slavery, are the one who are dictating the face of humanity. I was in Milan, with my daughters. In front of the shop, there was, I wish I remember his name. The man I went to every day got a cup of coffee, a tea. He comes, he's doing business. You can see he's quite a strict guy. Very beautiful gentleman, middle age. Slowly we became friends by the end. For no reason, I come, coffee, he will come and sit with me. And eventually, he was kind of a strict fella. I was leaving, I wanted to take a picture. I have that picture. I tell you the way he posed for me. Enough? He's not going to see the picture. Very hard for me to describe the scene. Just for my sake. You happy? I'm good. See you. But he will never be recognized. You are hypnotized by the wrong people. Why does my daughter go around doing libraries?
Book effect.
Book effect, library for all the orphanages. Why? She feels good. Come on, one library is feeling good, 2, 10, years and years. Why? Does she need a reason? Hypnotic is when they plant a reason. They made you see based on how they want to see it. I would love to see a world where celebration is real, uncaused. We love for no reason at all. We love with one another. We hold one another's well-being. We are not attempting to enslave anybody. If you are strong, you are morally bound to take care of the weak. If you're intelligent, you're morally bound to hold your intelligence for the less intelligent, not to abuse it. And you can hear when we reach this point that something happens, I'm not sure whether you can grasp this, but I will not settle. My soul will not settle until I'm loved for more than a reason. when I'm seen for me and loved for me, not because the me is amazing. For my reason makes me doubt. When you're kind to me because you are kind, I have faith in humanity. Hypnosis denies that. Coming out of the hypnosis when you believe again. So go look at everybody in your life who has done anything for you for no reason at all. And don't betray them. By that, I'm not saying we shouldn't have reason. But the reason shouldn't deny this. If that makes sense.
Okay, so just to wrap it up, so you're saying we ought to seek this uncaused existence in a way, or how, like, if I'm trying to do that, right? I'm also still looking for my motivation, I'm still looking for my career, I'm still looking for my relationship, I'm still looking for all these things to make my life how I want it to be. That feels absolutely opposed to what you're saying.
No. You said I'm looking for my career, I'm looking for my relationship, that is your cause. That is your cause.
Because there's no why.
There's no why. I want a relationship. Why? I want a relationship. It's time. It's happening to me. Because your father needs a grandchild. That's enough reason. Stop bringing just cats home and confusing us. No, you see, I'm looking for a career. That's your uncause.
The desire, it's just brought about from being me. And that's it.
Everybody clap and we'll bring it to an end. Thank you, thank you. This was Uncaused.